Hi guys, it's Adira, and I just wanted to say I'm so excited to be going on our 7th week. Next week, I guess the next time we start with Karina, it'll be the 8th week. But we've been doing this for 7 weeks, and we now all have 7 videos apiece where we talk back and forth to each other. And it's so amazing because the whole concept is just mind-boggling that I can talk to you guys and I can sort of get the sense of what you guys are doing with your lives and hear the interesting things that come about. And especially when I watched Karina's video this Monday and saw and heard the voiceover and saw her like eating her fries or whatever and talking about New York, everything she's doing, I thought it was like amazing. And I definitely thought it was so cool that she's in New York City and she's definitely learning her craft and perfecting it. So I'm really happy for her, and I'm really excited that you sort of get to go off and live your dream. And I think it's really cool when you add the pictures of like you and your brother and you and your classmates learning and going to these different events and seeing famous playwrights and directors in the theater. And then also when Carly Rae showed her drawings, and they reminded me so much of like Lena and the Sisterhood of the Traveling Pans by Anne Persheres and how good they were. And she was like, well, I got bored and I just wanted to practice drawing and I just wanted to see if I could do it. And she's like, I have to get better. I was like, you're already good, and like your drawings totally look like real people. So I was really excited about that. And then Molly, when you bought Trevor on, I was so excited. And when he sang Single Ladies, I was like, yes! But, sorry about that. Too much excitement. But I was so happy to see him and to see him and to interact with him, even though we've never met in person, but just to know like he's an extension of the friendship that we all have with each other. It's really cool. And this week was amazing because I've gone to spinning a total of, right now, 1, 2, 3, 4. Right now it'll be 4, but I'll definitely be going hopefully in maybe another hour for my 5th class of the week, because I did 2 on Tuesday and I'm going to do 2 today, and then I did 1 on Monday, I believe. I'm not sure if I did an afternoon class, but I usually go once in the morning and once in the afternoon, so that's really exciting. And I think it's so interesting. This week I had one of my first experiences of a natural that's sort of like the initiation into the whole natural community. As you guys know, my hair is natural and I don't usually use heat on it, and I probably won't get it straightened. It'll be a year in August since I've had it actually straightened. And this week I came in encounter with the person who sort of gave me my first negative natural experience, but it wasn't like a negative natural. It was more like a funny type of moment that really made me think. So you guys know when you have your hair in one style and you have like pictures of it around your house or pictures of it just like out for everybody to see, and somebody tells you, you look better like this. And you have your hair straightened, and in that particular picture it was like your hair was damaged, and it was sort of like every time you combed it the ends would pop off because it had heat damage. And whereas now my hair can be combed and only on wash days will it come out, and that's sort of like the daily shedding happening. But it was so interesting because the person told me, you look so much better with your hair straightened as opposed to now. And my mom and my sister were like, and even I was like that, and my brother was as well, and they were like, her hair is longer now like this than it was in that straightening stage. And I was like, yeah, and it's much healthier too. But it was so interesting because in that moment I sort of had that whole natural coming full circle type of thing, where I was just telling my mom the other day, it's so interesting that once upon a time, like I never thought certain parts of my hair, like the back, would grow because like it was damaged to the point where it would break off. So the back was like this long, even though when I straightened it, it got longer. But like now my hair, if I was to take off the band, it would be maybe to like right here, a halo like they have in the pictures of the Italian Renaissance. But it's so interesting, sort of like the moments and the things that people think and how society sort of has you conditioned to think that the only way that an African American woman can be beautiful, or the only way that women in general can be beautiful, is if they stick to this certain picture of what beauty looks like. And once you step out of that picture, even though it's sort of like the majority of a race is sort of moving on and moving back toward the natural roots and having their hair natural and not putting so many chemicals in it or putting so much heat on it, that you're not beautiful because you don't look like society told you you should look. And I definitely think being natural has taught me so much. And so the first time I ever met you guys, that was the first trip that I had taken in like forever, where I was on my own, my hair was natural, and I hadn't put in my Tizolians, which is basically like the extensions with the little tiny braids, and they're like literally the size of your thumbnail, if not half of that. And just being on that trip and doing my hair every week or every 2 weeks and wearing my hair in the puff and getting such positive feedback from like people who were a part of the program, you guys, and people just like walking around London, was so interesting to me. And I definitely thought that it was going to be a negative experience where I wasn't going to be comfortable with my hair and comfortable in that situation, but it totally turned out to be something else. It turned out to be the starting point of my actual natural journey, where I came into myself and I came into my hair, and I totally am appreciative of that experience and of London's experience of being in that situation. So I think personally what I'm just trying to say is, have you guys ever felt like the pressure to look a certain way by society's standards has morphed you and sort of put you in a box where when you break out of it, you look back and you can say, I definitely was not living up to my full potential in that situation, and now that I'm out of it and I'm sort of in a freer circumstance, that this is who I was meant to be and this is how I was meant to look. And I know that you all have gorgeous hair and you're all gorgeous people inside and out, but I definitely just want to extend the advice that if you ever get in a situation, somebody ever says something that's like out of pocket and just highly laughable, that you take it in stride and you don't turn around and say, what? What did you say to me? But you just keep it cool and you wrap it up. Because sometimes people are sort of still brainwashed and they haven't come to where you are today, and they don't really know how to take the steps. And you can tell them politely, but you don't have to sort of beat them down, because not everybody understands what it means to be free. So I definitely am looking forward to seeing week 8's videos. And Karina, don't worry about if it's not on time or if it's not on your Monday slot. Just upload it whenever, because I'm so excited for you and your adventure, and I'm so excited that you're getting to be in New York and getting to enjoy your trip. So live it to the max and treat it like it's an extension of your semester in London. So as for Trevor, I definitely hope you enjoy Connecticut, and Karina or Carly Rae, definitely keep drawing and sharing whatever, even if it's just like in a Tumblr post, because I love it. And Molly, I got one question right on your movie trivia, and I'm so excited for you. And I hope that you get to do a Tesla, sort of drive around in the car, and you can sort of Snapchat it. But